When adding CMS content, we need to go to the CMS Contents tab. Once we land into this panel, we need to find the typology that we would like to add content to. Please keep in mind the top left typology filter. This filter separates the typologies according to their purpose, so that if you do not find the searched typology at first glance, it might be located in any of the other filter types. But in our case, we want to add content to the test typology. If we select it, we can see that so far there is no content within it. We click on the plus icon, and here is where we can populate the fields according to what we need. The content's name is a mandatory field that we need to complete in order to distinguish the new content. Let's add some content here. The start date and the end date are fields available to set a specific date and time to display or hide content only if the current date and time match the criteria of these fields. In our case, we will keep these two fields empty so that the content will be available always. These tabs here can be used to add translated content to each of the available languages of the current website. Or we can either set the same content to all of these languages by clicking on this checkbox. Let's complete these fields too. Adding some content. The main difference between these two fields, both are text fields, but this is a long text type. And what will provide us is a web editor where we can customize the text as we wish. We will apply this content to all of the languages. Let's add an image too. And we save. If we go back to the contents panel, here we can see the content we have just created. Now is when we can get more information about this content, such as who was the last user to edit it, what time it was the last edition. Here we can see if it's published or not, and we can switch this status on publishing and make it a draft or publishing again. The availability column shows if the content is available always, like in our case, or here we can get the date and time when the content will be available. And here in the actions column we can edit the content, or we can get a preview, an HTML preview of this content. In this case we are getting this error where we can see only the text fields containing this content, but we have no HTML template for displaying this content. In the next video, we will see what are the steps to follow in order to create these templates.